When we talk about sharks, we no longer see the typical monsters thirsty for human blood that we have seen 1,000 times in the movies. In fact, the reality is that sharks are not usually so aggressive. They don't hunt if they're not hungry, and they don't particularly like human flesh. But there are exceptions, and today we'll talk about a story that, though forgotten over the years, has inspired many famous films. Mattawan man-eater is a name you may not know at first, although it may be familiar to some of you. Mattawan is a small seaside town located in New Jersey, United States. There, a series of terrible attacks by a great white shark took place in 1916, claiming the lives of 4 people. For 2 weeks, this shark terrorized the people off the coast of New Jersey. The first victim was Charles Vincent, a 25-year-old tourist who, on his summer vacation, had decided to go to the beach with his family. The sun was at its peak, and Charles was swimming quietly in deep water. Then he spotted in the distance a huge dark spot approaching at an amazing speed. The people on the beach could not immediately see what happened, but they heard the poor man's agonizing cries of despair. As best as they could, they pulled him out of the water, only to see the bloody image of Charles's shattered legs, in which the massive teeth holes could be clearly seen. A great white shark had attacked him. And this was confirmed when some of those present saw, even near the sand of the beach, the enormous silhouette of a shark. Charles Vincent was taken to a nearby hotel for help, but bled to death shortly thereafter. Many would think that this shark's attack was just bad luck, and perhaps it was an unfortunate coincidence that the shark decided to attack this tourist. But the terrifying thing was that this same shark would be responsible for future attacks. After the first attack, a second victim would come to light. It was Charles Bruder, who would bleed to death after the shark ripped out both of his legs. Days later, a third person would die because of this ruthless shark, but the details of this one are unknown. It is only known that the face of the man was unrecognizable. But what is most terrifying is the fourth case. It didn't even take place in the ocean. The place where this event took place was a stream that flowed into the sea. And this was Lester Stillwell, an 11-year-old boy. He had fun with his friends on this hot day, and then he felt something in his leg. But there was nothing he could do to escape. The shark was already on him. They may have known about the shark roaming the coastline, but no one ever imagined that the monster would venture into fresh water in search of victims. Lester Stillwell died practically right away, falling victim to the giant creature. That same day, before Lester's blood had completely diluted in the water, Joseph Dunn, a middle-aged man, was also attacked near the creek, causing him to lose his leg. However, he miraculously managed to survive the onslaught and get out to the mainland, where he was rushed to medical attention to avoid further blood loss, saving his life. The locals, who had been harassed for 2 weeks, were completely terrified. This caused the annihilation of several sharks. Even the president at the time, Woodrow Wilson, authorized the killing of any shark found, regardless of size or species. Needless to say, the results in the fauna were devastating, making one wonder who the real monsters really were. Be that as it may, finally a hunter named Michael Slicer would catch the perpetrator of those deaths, a great white shark more than 2.5 meters long. To be sure, Dr. Frederick Lucas decided to dissect the animal and check the inside of its stomach. The rumors were confirmed when they found almost 7 kilograms of human flesh, along with what was clearly a child's tibia and what appeared to be a rib. Mattawan's man-eater claimed the lives of 4 people. This made the people's hatred of sharks well sewn into their hearts. Even after they had annihilated the man-eater, the killings resonated for a long time. What did you think of the video? If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and follow me on my Facebook page. There, we are uploading exclusive content and a lot of interesting data. See you next time.